don't know, I'm just coming back from the future. I got my burrito, I haven't eaten yet. I just wanted to shoot this quick video here as an insert because I found some more information that will help you guys out as far as setting the wheels, these little gator teeth. You know, these ones right here, they go in certain numbers, right? So you have, these are already cut, these are in the future. You can see here, we have 19. See here, you can see it. See that it says 19, 20, 21, and before that, before it was cut, it was 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, all the way to 13. And then you have a series of other ones that didn't have numbers. Well, I found out that these little gator clips here, you do super glue them and everything, but when you do insert them, there's a pattern that you're supposed to skip, and I did not skip. So what I did was I put all through 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. You're not supposed to do that. You're only going to put it on 18th. You can put it on 17th. You can skip 16, and you can put it on 14th. And if I had another one to show you, you put it on 13th, and then you put it on all the rest of these guys right here. This is for the Tesla Model 3 Aero wheels, 18-inch. And I got the graphite, and you can tell it was a graphite again. We're just going to review. It'll say on the box, it says graphite. I'm not sure there's a graphite dark gray one or just regular gray. But I figured this one was at first, I thought it wasn't going to be a perfect match, but you can see here, pretty much is invisible. It looks really nice. Again, this is in the future, you guys. I'm putting this as an insert because I'm already done, but we're gonna do some more stuff to it just to confirm that it's been sitting properly. I found out what the keychain was also for, by the way. If you notice, it's a little sharp, and it's not something you want to carry in your pocket, by the way. It's supposed to be in your toolbox. The reason why, or safely protected the blades. Put it somewhere like maybe in your slime bag here, if you remember I talked about it earlier. I unfortunately didn't fit in this compartment. Maybe it would sit on top, I don't know. Let's find out. But anyway, yeah, very important to read this right here. Clipper location. I'm not sure that's what's causing it right now. That's the reason why we're coming back here to redo it. Not redo it, but re-inflate the tires. And then we're gonna get a much more heavier duty hammer. So I was using a 16-ounce hammer. I recommend maybe going with a 4-pound. You can get these at Harbor Freight or maybe in the link description below. But this one's a little bit more weight to it. You can see a little sand to it as well. So we're gonna be using that to bang it. We're gonna jack it up again. You're gonna need your little pod, I believe. You'll need at least one of these guys. And you're gonna need your jack. So we'll bring our jack over. Again, you'll see all this in the upcoming videos beforehand. But I just wanna share with you what I know to insert it. Again, this is actually for a day of usage. Where is that right now? I'm not sure if I should go a little further, confuse you. But I figured I'd just bring everything out now and open. All right. And you do want to put your, if you're going to spin your rear wheel, you want to put that in tow mode. Because tow mode will allow you to actually release the brakes on the rear wheel and drive. But you want to make sure you block your car from rolling down the hill. Okay, so that's one critical thing too. I mean, yeah, once you put in tow mode, all the wheels are unlocked. So it's depending on the pressure. And since we live in an incline driveway like this, it's going to easily just roll right out. You can see it's beautifully done, but it could be a little bit more perfect. It takes almost, when you're first starting out, a learning curve. It could take you about 40 minutes each wheel. But I can see why people can do it lesser time because they get really good. They know exactly where to hit and the angle. You can see here, it's flushed really nicely. But I don't want to give you guys so much more insights. I'll show you the struggles that we went through. See, this one right here is off. And this is the tire fully inflated, by the way. So hopefully you guys get this intro video before you guys start putting the super glue on this one. I hope to insert this in the very beginning of the video so you guys will actually have a heads up. Again, make sure you read this. It says 18, the clipper location guide. You want to put it pretty much through all the one that's not marked, meaning you won't see marks on them like 17 or 16 or 15. They'll just become like this. They're same, but they're just blank. And these are the ones right here that are blank. They're gonna be several. I think there's 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there it is, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 of them. And then you can put, I think all of them pretty much you put on the 13 for sure. Unless you have a 13 rim, you still put on 13, and that's the end of it. But if you have more than just 13 rims like we do, we have 19. You put on 13, you'll skip 14, you put on 15. You skip 16, you put on 17th, and then you put it on 18th. And that's right there, 18th. 18. All that right there. Being repetitive. but repetition is the mother of skill. So hopefully you guys can see this insert video before I actually start. We got all put in the little steel clampers and all 4 of them now. It's ready. We're going to start on this wheel. And we're going to get a water spray bottle here. I really don't want to get this guy scratched up. He's not made just to be used for here. I'm hoping to keep him in the interior of the car. Maybe just do a little bit of white spraying for cleaning some of the upholstery. Check out the spray, but not. Here we go. We're going to spray it. We're going to lube it, the tire. I use this. Yeah, that's why I got the sprayer for.
Okay. Don't need to wait to buy it.
Yeah, this is Johnson's baby shampoo. So we mix this with a little bit of water. And then here we go. Yeah. You see it holds a little bit. It's like aerosol without the aerosol. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna go and get a hammer now. We get the tire loop already, so we're gonna grab one end, and where you want to start is the dimple area one. So I'm gonna set this down here because I don't want to mess up, especially doing the first time. So what you want to do is you want to start here where the dimple is. So this is the one right here, this guy right here, and then this little sharp edge is facing inward. This is the classic, I believe, the model. I believe the newer one, they made it all round, like more bevel. But now it's more like a round like this right here, more like OEM round. But I think the classic one, you can see here, is more like a triangle. So it depends if you like a diamond shape more, or do you like a perfectly round, do you like a diamond shape more like this? Or do you like a perfectly round bevel? So I'm going to try and match it up with my valve stems here. This is where I'm going for. This is my reference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put where the bevel is. You can see here the little round nipple opening. I'm going to put it in here. Just kind of lined it. Okay. And we're going to go and give it a good hit and tug. So this is good right there. Oh, these gator teeth are really something else. They feel like a real gator biting you. They are pretty good. Okay, so let me go and see if I can get you guys zoomed in. So you guys can see what I'm seeing. So you guys see that right there? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take a mallet hammer, and I'm just gonna tap it. So right now, you don't have to do it gently once you get the hang of this. But for me right now, I just want to make sure I'm actually right here in the center. This right here, I want to be parallel to that one. And I'm not sure. Let me straighten it up a little bit so I can know exactly where that one could possibly be. So I'm just going to do the best I can eyeball. I think this is about right. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go and just give it a good hit in there. You're going to break your tire bead. So, you know, there we go. Alright, so this is in the way, so what you want to do is you probably want to flex it. Once you get that one in there, go ahead and just give yourself some more leeway. Just go ahead and hold one of it down while you're flexing this inward. What you're trying to do is hit inward and outward. Okay, keep working it. Guys usually do it pretty hard, and there's this tough nylon, so it can take a beating. There we go. Okay, getting there a little bit by little. Probably gonna take me maybe 3 days. So here we go. I'm gonna try and get the gist of this real quick here. Again, I just hate hammering my car wheel so sensitively, but
not go all the way.
Yeah, it's probably not in yet all the way in.
You need to take the tire out to flat.
No, you don't have to take the tire out to inflate it. Once we break the bead, we should be okay. All right.
Now I need to loosen my car. Believe me, I have something to.
Like a little tire to pull it like this a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. You have it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and check it out. See,
painful.
This is right here.
Painful.
Okay. We'll see what the tools is. We'll probably grab it. Okay, so you can see here, it took a little bit beating, but that's the way it is. Can I get it? It wedges it?
No, just jack like this and let them loose it.
Yeah, just a little bit on the edge, you mean?
On the edge around.
Yeah, normally, you know, professionals usually install these.
After that, they put it there, you just
I just don't want to scrape my rim. You can see here.
No, pull the other way.
There you go.
Yeah, like that.
It's going to pull it
Pull
against.
around, yeah.
Okay.
You want to go this side, go there, turn.
All right. So it's... All right.
No, go around, all around.
All right. All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me
come back on it.
Let me try to. Well, first of all, I'm going to try to do is put this underneath it first. So we could probably do that. And you know, we have to pull this out again because we have to put the glue part in here, right? So this is eventually going to have to come back out anyway. Okay, so this is why the mallet hammer is important. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this clockwise. You guys can see the turn. See that? It's not getting it over yet. It's got quite a ways to go in. So we got almost half an inch here to get it in first. Okay. Let's try to get this guy out of the way for a second. See that? I'm hitting it. It's going in. And you gotta give it a good hit. This is where it really gets challenging.
Bigger hammer.
Here we go.
I had a bigger one.
No. You think a bigger one might be more leverage?
Yeah.
There you go. It's going in. So once you get a feel for it in, then you start hammering it away. See, what I'm doing is I'm hammering up and in, sort of like that. I mean, the guys who do this every day, they could probably do this in their sleep. But since we're doing it for the first time, you can see that. It doesn't look that bad actually, huh, gray? Or you think it's a little bit tacky? I think the gray actually does match a little bit better. You guys can see here from a little bit angle. It's starting to match it. We can do better. So let me go and keep on hitting it in there and you guys will see the final results. Okay. That's why you gotta keep the wheel spinning. Oh. See, I'm hitting upward. Okay, it's not all the way yet there.
Spray some more. I think the salt not much all the way in.
Yeah, not yet. Okay. Get a little bit more spray. Like almost like you're spray canning.
No, spray on top of it.
Yeah, let go. Oh yeah, I was supposed to actually spray the gator as well, you guys. I totally forgot about that. Huh? I apologize. You're supposed to spray this guy too as well. This will help lube everything. Totally forgot. Okay, so now you guys know. A little Johnson's baby shampoo with some water. And give it a good spray. Now I should see now you guys can see the difference. Maybe because I'm more comfortable with it, or there we go. There we go. It's looking really nice. It's so much better now with the spray. So much easier actually. So make sure you get a little plenty of lube. Almost there. Give it a good. Now when you get to this point where you're almost near the end, this is where you're going to mark it and where you're going to cut it before you cap it. But right now, it's still not there yet.
No, you need to head from this way. You stand this way because it go this way.
Clockwise?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the clockwise, but when you stand this way, you hit this way more.
More in that way? Okay.
Yeah, because you look.
All right, I'm going to change position.
Yeah.
Like this one right here.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We want to make sure it flushes. You can see it hasn't flushed all the way yet. But then again, the tire's not all the way inflated yet. See this? See right here? It's also because the tire's not fully inflated yet either. All right, so we're doing good. I'm more comfortable going a little bit further inward. Ooh. All right, we're almost there. The reason why you want to actually make it go all the way to the seam here is so you want to actually get an accurate cut. Because if you don't push it all the way in, much as you can all the way in, you might actually shortcut it. Or that's the worst scenario, but for the not minimum worst scenario, you might actually maybe cut too long, but you can always trim back. But if you cut it too short, more than half an inch, then it's pretty much not usable for your certain size rim anymore. You gotta step it down. So make sure you get it nailed in quite a bit. This does take a lot of energy from you. All right, so we are almost there at this edge right here, and we're going to go and give it a mark, and we're going to cut. Okay, so you're going to need your PCP pipe cutter. You guys can see here where we're at. There we go. See, that's the mark right there. Seems like it's probably around that area right here where the last one's going to go. So I think I see it, but I just want to make double check. It might be too much. This might be this guy right here.
Get the marker for after they pull by cut easy.
Oh yeah. We can just mark it with this. It's sharp, very sharp. You can just put your finger in here.
And line.
Yeah. A little bit of a line. A little bit of a line. But just make sure all the edges are flush too, by the way, because you don't want anyone that doesn't have enough slack.
When you
like right here, it seems like there's a gap.
More, they will get longer. Go down, they will cut again.
Yeah, you want to make sure they're all at least have their own, because if you cut it too short, there's no way of getting more to it the way it needs. So should be okay now. It seems like it's flushed. Actually, it's really good in the groove. Doesn't feel like a big huge lip at all. It's smooth, fits perfectly. I think we'd be able to put our hubcaps on top of these as well. I think we can.
Look,
but
it's not sticking out.
Yeah. Oh, because the tire's not inflated yet. The tire's gonna take a little bit more, maybe another couple millimeters once it's inflated. It looks like he said from the side here it's sticking out. But you can see here, it does look like it's sticking out, but again, this is not going all the way in yet. That's the thing. So eventually it will go further in and we can actually get it to inflate. So let me go and just keep on tapping it and making sure. You said you have a bigger mallet?
Hmm?
You have a bigger one?
Sure.
I think more strength in the hammer. Let's see here. No, a mallet. Yeah, not solid hammer. Yeah, that will damage it. So he got the Thor hammer on me right there. So we're trying to get the mallet rubberized one. Yeah, you don't want to hit this with a regular hammer or sledgehammer for that matter. So my brother-in-law was joking, but I'm not sure. He said he might have it. That one looks like the same, right? All right. Yeah, this should be okay. But here we go. This is a little crusty though, man. This is like hard. Yeah. I would, but I think I kind of like mine better. That thing was flaking more like ice cream on there. Every time I hit it, it felt like I was pushing ice cream. Okay. Okay.
I think it may be better when you plate you plant your tire. Okay. You need to dry around a little bit. Let the
Okay.
easy to, you know,
There we go.
put in.
Give it a good whack. You can see here. I'm double checking to make sure it can go as far as it can.
Yeah, look like I'm hit too much might be damage.
No, this thing is made for pretty much you can tough it out. Okay, we're almost ready there. Okay, I think I kind of whacked it to a level where I feel comfortable now. One thing is you don't want to see the thread. You notice mine there? None of the little gator marks are showing. You can see here. See that? None of the gator marks are showing. The gator marks are these guys right here. See the little grits right here? Well, this is showing the reason why right now is this. I'm not there yet. Actually, this one, see how it's showing like this? We can't have that, so I'm gonna have to hit this a little bit more so you guys can see it disappear. That way it's done correctly.
Spray a little more.
Yeah, that'll help. Give it a good spray.
Just spray that spot is it. Don't
All right, here we go.
Let's put the plastic bag in. Maybe you again.
All right, here we go. How's that? Much better? Next?
Yeah.
Almost?
Oh.
Oh, that's a chip from my my mallet chip. I caught an angle. I just chipped the rubber off of it. It scared me a little bit. Okay, we're almost there.
Cut. Don't cut. Then you're not going in. Cut. Then you go all the way in. Yeah, look at all the way in.
All right. There we go. We want to make sure that there's that gator teeth showing. This one still shows a little bit right here. No, right here. Like, see that? See that one? That still shows.
So the tie.
No, right here, inside. Actually, maybe from an angle. See, none of these are too bad of showing. But maybe that's the reason why it's supposed to show it, because we're actually near the gator. I guess the gator's not all around as I thought, so that is correct. And it might show a little bit like this. That's normal because this is where it's starting to grip.
You do the tie pressure.
Yep, it will start gripping. Okay, let's go and get set our marks here. And we are going to start cutting now to where we think it's going to meet in the middle. You can see here, we're going to mark it. All right. Yeah, you could get a professional to do it, but I think you could do it yourself with the right tools. Okay, here we go. All right, there it goes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make a cut here. You can see here I'm going to put the mark. I'm kind of scared to put the mark of the beast. All right, so let's see. We got to put the mark somewhere.
Not cut it here. I need to put the mark, pull it back on and cut it.
Yeah, we do have to pull it back. You're right. I'm just going to do a little mark on with the scissors. So I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mark right here.
Scissor blade to do the mark after you know the mark. You do the
Yeah.
not too big.
Not too big or not too small. Okay, so here we go.
Here.
Oh, there we go. Quick razor blade, thank you.
Hand clean.
Yeah, okay. So here we go. We're going to put the mark right here. You probably want to keep
it more deeper with the hand. Cut like that. After you pull back, you know where you cut it. You know, just squeeze a little more kind.
All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to have to pull it now. He's got, if you want to use this, you can take it all the way or just get a razor blade. But there we go. Now we got to pull it out. Or we can just try to cut it from here as much as we can. But I think we probably have to pull it out. Okay, you want to cut it straight. So lucky this thing has a curvature. This is it. There's no going back, guys. Once it's cut, it is cut. This is probably where we want it to be.
Leftover, put in spare tire.
All right, here we go. That's it. So if you notice here how I lined it, I took it from the little gator beads there. Done. All right. Whew. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. See that? Cut it straight across. So now we're gonna do is, now the thing is you don't want too much slack either. It needs to be able to flex in too a little bit. So you can't have it too much, even a little slightly off, because if this thing loses, you know, it get loose, this thing come off,
They will come off.
it'll rip everything off.
You snap it in, they will a little more over.
Yep. Now we have to pull this back out because this actually sits on top of this guy right here. It doesn't go the other way around. So we have to pull this one out as well. So we have to pull this guy out because this one needs to sit underneath it. This is the upper lip of this one.
Upper lip?
Yeah, this one right here. But unfortunately we had to put it in first.
Well, has a hole to pull in?
Yeah, we don't. We just pull it pretty much as we can. With that tool of yours. We'll get the little jack.
The hook and hook behind on my car. I just
Here we go. Yeah, he's going extreme here, you guys. He wants to be a critic. All right, here we go. Just kind of jab it out of there if we can.
Have a hole here. Have a hole here. Hook.
There we go. There we go. No, it's not like a clean hole like that what you're thinking. Okay, so we're almost there. We just gotta get this guy.
Underneath, oh, I think we need to cut a little bit more.
A little bit more, you think?
One line.
One more line? Yeah, so that's why they say don't cut too perfectly flush.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, should we cut one more?
Yeah,
You think so?
One line here.
That way, just to make sure that it has enough to flex in? Okay, because it looks like I could probably even do it perfectly without a seam, which is a good thing. Oh, well, it's better to cut short than over, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better to cut over than short.
When they cut even, when you more plussing, they will.
Yeah, so we can just cut this a little bit more one line. So we'll just take this right here. Actually, this is a great tool. It curvature just right. Look at that. See, it hooks from the side. And not what you see is what you get, but you want to make sure just taking a little bit off, like almost a millimeter, right? Just slightly a millimeter. You can see here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a cap for it to cover anyway, but not. They have cap.
Cap?
Yeah, you have a cap.
Yeah, cap, you need to cut a little bit short. The long one, you cannot tuck it in all the way because the end hit each other.
Okay, so let me do this. Let me go and cut it. Just a slight hair, pretty much, just to make sure it's like it's too perfect.
I think your hair could cut with this one.
From edge to edge. Almost like splitting butter, really. There you go. There you go, you guys. Look. This is how much I shaved off of it. Slight hair. That's it, right?
One line, yeah, one.
There goes Mr. Perfection. All right. All right, so we still need to get this sucker out here because we need to be able to pull this in. So I don't want to damage it. So I'm going to try again with his tool here to, what I'm doing is going from the top rubber and peeling it out. So I just got to peel it back out. That way I can get this guy underneath and then prepare the super glue insertion.
Super glue.
Mm-hmm. They got super glue that area there. There we go. There we go. Harder than I thought. Okay, so we just want to get this guy flex in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put super glue right here, and then we're going to hit it in. So that it's required. That's what it says. Yeah, super glue. Yeah, it has to hold it in there, and we can spray with some adhesive enhancer too. So let's go ahead and get our super glue here. It's for safety. It needs to really hold. You can't afford to have this thing ricochet because if it does fall out, the whole thing is gone. It will do a blender. Your whole paint and everything. So yeah, this is really critical, you guys. Make sure this gets solidly sealed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little super glue this area here. There we go. Just give it a shake. Okay, there we go. That's a lot right there. All right, so here we go. We're going to hammer it on in. This is the final curtain call for this guy. Okay, so you guys can see that. There's the bead here. We're about to hammer it in. If you notice how I'm hammering it, can you hold the camera while and just focus on the... Okay. Focus on this area right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently super glue only has to give a certain amount of time. You can see here. Okay.
It's not too long.
There we go.
Too long.
Oh wow, it's perfect. Okay. That was good. Very good. All right, that's one down. It only took us an hour. So you guys pretty much know how to do one rim, okay? So if you guys want to watch me do all three of them, they're gonna be a 3-hour video versus what you guys have time for. Okay, so what I'm doing is just doing the final hit.
Like you play drum.
Tell me about it. I think it's almost there, flushed. You can see here, it's not flushed all the way.
Too long.
Can't be that strong, the super glue. I didn't put an adhesive enhancer, but you could. What this is for, it cures it quickly.
I know, but no, that gonna go because they cut a little long. Need to cut a little more.
You know what? I don't think so because it's actually overlapping already. If you look at it, see that? It's riding it already over. Let me wipe it a little bit so you can see it.
Oh, I see. Here it's even. See.
Let me wipe it. I want to put my fingerprints on there, but
when you over, you cannot tap ham no more. Maybe need.
What did I do that for? There we go. You guys can see that right there. It's already over. Don't worry, this is going to be covered up with the plate.
Yeah, not plate more. I think need cut a little more. When too long, doesn't matter what you hit. Michael.
Yeah?
Cut a little more.
I can't. You can't take it out no more. That's it.
See?
The super glue is already there.
They don't dry right away.
You know, it is. It's gone. It looks really nice. Okay, and then the cap. We got the cap right here. This is the cap, and it has a little bead there for you guys to secure it. Now, before we put the cap on, we have to inflate the tire to at least half, and then we're going to bang it again counterclockwise. So there's quite a few steps on this. So you can see here, there's a little nipple in there, and that goes in there. So that cap right here, when we glue it, it's going to stay flushed once we actually put it in there. It's going to flush right there.
Cut a little more soft than cover.
Yeah.
You cut even or
No, the thing's beautiful. It's perfect.
No.
Because over here on the top, you can see here, there's no extra room. It's really smashed in there. On this one, it bumps up a little bit, but that's okay because...
bump it for too long.
Yeah.
You cannot... So this one need to be a little bit soft or even. This one you cannot... Can stick it out a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. I know this is going to be covered with super glue anyway, but I'm just kind of cleaning it.
Put that kind of more...
See, there's a gap here already, but not. It's not the fact it's long, there's a gap here.
Up here, look here, not when something round all the way on. See, look up here, look both sides. Cut, not make one square 100%.
Yeah, I think it'd be harder just to take it off right now. I think it's okay.
Glue not been dry yet. They dry, but they could, when you take them out, they will come out. They will come.
You say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a little bit. Take a little will pop anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
will do right now. Right now.
Let's see if I put the cover on here. It'll flush it.
Cover, we'll see more sticky mark before getting to.
No, see, it won't. Yeah, see, the cover will cover it all the way. Cover like that. See? See that? The cover will flex, and we'll put adhesive promoter. See that? It's flush, right? The top is really, really flush. So it's good. Just kind of regret the dirtiness on the top, though. Yeah, this is fine. Actually, now it does look like it's blended in the rim, huh? It doesn't look too offset from the rim color. Yeah, it looks really nice. So we got it. We got it in there, you guys. All right, it's one down. We're gonna go ahead and get started on inflating the tire. My brother-in-law, he's a perfectionist too. He's the one that did the kitchen work. You guys seen that there at the house. Okay, so there it goes. This, you can use it attached to the battery, or you can just put it with the 12-volt charger in the car. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna inflate it halfway. Again, this is normally about 46 PSI with tire fully inflated. And we're gonna go ahead and inflate this guy to about maybe 15 PSI, just midway, and then we're gonna hammer it in a little bit. So here we go. Neighbors are worried about the virus situation. I think everyone is. You left a key in the trunk. Your toolbox, you put a key in there?
Really?
Yeah, it's still in there. Like, I'm not sure you guys want someone to open it. I'll show you. How you doing, Mr. Jeremiah?
Hey,
right here. Yeah, see, it's right there on the key. Yeah, you're on the video. Do you want to come and introduce yourself?
what, the video I did. I
Huh?
didn't get to watch it.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's always in the YouTube channel. You'll be there.
Where is it?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't shake hands. Coronavirus.
No, we
Here's the
shake your
green.
hand
Here's the
anyway.
elbow.
No.
This guy.
Where's that?
Here we go. I'm right now in the middle of a new video. That was old school. Yeah, it's old like you. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So check this out, Jeremiah. This is a rim protector. Crepes it from curb. Does it match?
Yeah.
What do you think? Pretty good. It has graphite color.
Was that plastic?
It's a tough nylon. I hit it with a sledgehammer. It still wouldn't break.
Why do you keep putting crap on your car?
Because it's worthy crap to protect your rims. You go drive through and everything like that, you get scraped.
About your rims.
That's like at least about what, $500 rim per rim. So you can't afford to have it scraped. I wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, the PPF. Oh, I took the other company to court. It was fun, actually. It wasn't fun, but it was like kind of entertaining to watch him lie and squeal. After the judge saw the pictures, he was trying to rationalize.
Really?
Why I wouldn't want to pay.
Why did he even go to court?
Bolt.
Yeah, you know,
But
it was
I
already
don't want
done.
to drill anything. That's a problem.
Yeah, but it was already like
It holds. There's two of them. Actually, it's interlock. There's a little thing that goes in a little plastic right here. So it's interlock.
You need to know the more junk you put on here,
Uh-huh.
the worse it's going to
Let's see the example right there.
Backwards.
That's the junk.
Look at how there's nothing on that.
Yeah, I
thing.
can see why there's nothing in there. It wasn't even worth nothing.
It's worth more than this junk. Like, at least I don't have to plug it in.
Are you coming over here just to be jealous? Because it seems that way.
You know what? Actually, I like this because it makes it actually changed the appearance. It makes the wheel look whiter than the rim.
It does?
Yeah, if you stand here and look.
Would you choose a different color though?
Huh?
Would you choose a different color stand out more, like red or?
I don't know, if you were black, maybe you'd want to.
There is this guy right here. But guy, he's a Republican Donald Trump supporter. Yeah.
I'm also a Christian.
Oh yeah, you are too, right? What church you go to represent?
My church.
Yeah, that's why you don't even say a name.
Man said I could come to his church.
Okay.
The donut church.
All right. So thanks for your feedback, Jeremiah.
You need to get this away from that because somebody's gonna bump it, and knock it into.
I wonder who. The one that's carelessly looking at it.
Can't wait till somebody keys it.
Hey. This is kids safe. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, get the car charger. I got the inflating tool here. So we're gonna go and inflate this guy. I gotta roll down the road. Yeah, you've been sick, huh?
I've been sick all morning.
Well, I got the flu too, so we're both even.
I don't think it's the flu. I got something worse.
Ah. Yeah, you got the white man syndrome. The white man always brings the disease here, you guys. All right. Where are you going? Look, you go to a dog park or something?
I go to the park.
Okay, you guys know where to jump him now.
He take it off the house and take it right, go out.
They're always joking. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got our charger right here. Let me see if I'm gonna roll down the window. I'm gonna take off my anchor one, which is the thing that charges my phone super fast. So it's gonna go in this guy right here. See if I have enough slack here. Oh, let me move it a little bit. Nice. There we go. Again, this is raw footage of everyone. I don't usually edit things out because I don't know how to. What you see is what you get from us here in the neighborhood. He's not racist, he's just generalizing. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's in there. I assume it's gonna work. I don't see any light to indicate it, but I'm sure the light will be on the other side. Again, anchor, charger, these guys are the best to, you know, especially when you have one of those phones. Or Android is probably worse than Apple when it comes to charging. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna keep this at a certain level. All right. Lucky I did take a slit on that one, huh? All right, so here we go. Oh, it has even a light. Look at that. Pretty neat for safety, right? Because you need to know what you're doing in the middle of dark when you get flat, right? So it makes perfect sense. And I believe this is the tire pressure here. I already screwed the valve stem back on, as you can see. So now we're just gonna get this little rubberized guy in here. Oh, it even gives us our little PSI, which I'm sure right now currently is 0 because there's nothing in there. Oh, you can actually screw, huh? See, look, you can just screw it right in. Feels very solid. I like this feeling. Little fatty thing right here just to shove itself in. It's not gonna inject slime. Slime was the other way around. So this guy right here, I'll have to read up on how to actually take this apart and put slime on it. You'll probably see me do that in emergency. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. The gauge is right there. It comes down here. It's very, very nice. Let me go and put this guy back here. Yeah, definitely this tool comes in hand. You'll see that underneath the description if you guys need to get the same tool. I would recommend encourage you. There we go. Like 5 pounds. Kind of backwards a little bit. There we go. I'm sure this is probably like 10. And then over there is 30. So we're trying to go 15. So in between right now, we'll stop at 15. Wait till the needle goes a little bit. Give it a little bit of air. You can see here it's closing up on it. All right. You see that? How it's closing up? This is perfect. See that? We got it to between the 0 and the 30. So it's close to 15 PSI right now. If you notice there, let me take this little cap off that we just put in. I'll have to really scrub this guy really well. Oh man, I don't know if I popped it in. Okay. So you can see here, there is no room whatsoever for thing right here. There. Maybe my brother-in-law is right. You could probably cut a little bit more. There should be a little bit of space here, but in this case, there wasn't. He said it's a good time to take it off and do it again before it dries. It's only a few moments, really. Nice. There we go. So you can see that. It's getting flushed already. This is what you want. You don't want any of the gator's teeth to show. Okay, now what you do is just hit it some more before you guys close the cap. And then we're gonna inflate it to its full PSI. And we are done with this wheel here. I think I got exactly the way I wanted to right here in the valve stem area. You can see the seam line is directly in the valve stem. So that's what I'm aiming for on all the wheels. Keep it consistent. And then we're probably gonna change the center wheel lug to those little flashy, I call them the Maserati ones. The one that spins freely any direction it wants to. So let's go ahead and give it a good hit. Take this off first. Kind of like it because it actually is, seems like a very durable pump. You know, it has a little rubberized stand. So put this out of the way. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit it. We're gonna go the other direction now. Notice I'm kind of hitting outward and aiming it inward. If you want to have more strength, you can hold the edge of your mallet hammer more, so the swing actually causes a little more force. Woo. Nice. Oh. Okay, there we go.
Good?
No. Yep. So you inflate it 15 foot-pounds and then you hit it again the other direction, counterclockwise. So if you notice here, 15 pounds, right now it's not fully yet. It needs to go to about 46. So 15, you look good?
Huh?
Look good?
Look, how
Let's
much
see right here.
Huh?
See? I think it looks really nice. See that? See that? And this is not fully inflated yet, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and inflate the rest now that we hit it.
like what is 3 pounds?
There it is. We're gonna put the center cap on after we inflate it all the way. We're gonna spray some of that adhesive promoter. That should bond it more instantly. That way we can get going and driving. But yeah, this one seems a little bit more outer. Maybe I can get this guy a little bit. He seems a little bit bented in. So what I'll do, you can see here. First of all, let this guy here. See which one. This shouldn't affect your alignment or anything like that. So there that guy go, scrolling down. All right, so there we go. Now we're gonna inflate it all the way. We're gonna inflate it all the way to about closer to 46 PSI. So screw that guy in here real quick. This thing works really good in that pump. Gives it a little reading. We're gonna go 40 PSI. So it'll be like between 30 and 60, right? 45 PSI is gonna be between 30 and 60. Check it from time to time within the driving these days. See where it's at. A little bit more. Should tell you its max PSI. So its max PSI is 50 PSI, or recommended, let's say. PSI. But so so we're gonna go about 46. Right now it's at 30. 30, 40 is the next line, 50, and then 60. So it's gonna pass a few more. If this meter is correct, I hope it is, because I'm relying on it to give me, now it's 30. Very simple, very simple. This is correct, right? Huh? It says right there? Okay. This is 30 right now. Oh, I'll show you guys on my screen here. What happened was, now we got all sealed in now. This actually stays on. I don't know if there's a way to turn off the light other than unplugging it from the charger. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and take off, put it over through the window, set it on the floor. You can see here the light's still on. I realized we actually have to get into tow mode, because even though I lifted it off the ground, you can see how much far it lifted it's off. You can see there, I don't want to put my finger on there as an example, but you can see here, it's almost like what? Clearance of, you can see from the other side, there you go. See that? It's well lifted off the ground already, but it still won't turn. The reason why is, the fact is, we need to put it in tow mode. We didn't have to do it for the front. By the way, I did lock this in. I did was, how you use this is, I'll show you guys in the next one, but you just spray it first on the area before you put the cap, and then you put the super glue in the cap. The minute the super glue makes bond with this accelerator, it instantly just grips it. So you can see it looks really nice. We just got to clean it up a little bit after all that beating it took. I probably made it really harder than more than it really is, so the second time around might be a little bit more faster. We got 3 more wheels to go. Let's go and take this off on tow mode, but I gotta be careful. Get my foot on the brakes if I see it scoot. Also, what I did was I moved this guy forward. All you can do is just, you know, moving forward and just take your little mallet hammer here and just make sure you nail him in, just to make sure he's not. And by the way, I totally forgot to reset this. I told myself I was gonna face this all the way downward. That way, when the wheel, if I do decide to get these one, which doesn't spin around, it will always be pointing toward this guy right here. So that's my cup of tea. And that way, every time, because right now the wheels are pretty much turned any way they want their wheels. But just for my preference, as soon as I get that one, or maybe all 3 complete, I'll come back to this one and make sure I turn this guy downward. That way, this guy always faces the same direction when it's all on the floor, so it's going to move in the same pattern. It's good for when you actually hit to change the static, that way you're not offset. So let's get put into tow mode. I shouldn't even lift it this high off the ground, to be honest with you. Okay, so getting to our service. See, my PSI tire is not yet collaborated. I guess I have to do all these things here. I wonder if you can do it without even starting the car, because it's asking if you want to start the car, but we're just trying to put in tow mode. Let's go in service. We'll find out here. I got my foot in the brake just for in case it rolls or do something weird. Okay, safety, service. Okay, let's go tow mode. Okay, by using tow mode flatbed, compartment enable transport to facility. Do not transport any vehicle on the ground like this. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, towing. Car must be parked with the brake pedal pressed to enable transport mode. Okay, brake pedal is pressed. Okay, not sure if tow mode is on. Okay, there we go. Adjusting towing. So towing is supposed to, I guess, free the wheels, so we can wheel configuration. We have upgraded to our performance wheel. Check that out. That looks pretty cool, huh? We haven't done that. We just got the aero wheel, which I'm really satisfied. They're more standard, more cost efficient, and they go a long range, so we don't need to confirm anything. Wheel configured on manuals, RPM. What's this, reset? I don't want to do anything like that. I just want to set the towing mode on, I guess. Transport mode, towing mode, enable transport facility, winching facility. I'm not sure, maybe we need to start the car. So we'll put it here. There we go. Oh, there we go, I pressed it. While I started the car, you can see everything started going in alignment. Now it'll probably let me. Okay, here we go, transport mode. Still keeping my hand on the brake just in case anything weird happens. Alright, so far I'm okay. It's always scary when you're doing something for the first time. Transport mode. It's just car must be parked. It's doing a lot of funny things here. Setting everything else. Okay, let's do this again. Car must be parked with the brake pedal pressed to enable transport mode. Okay, the brake pedal's pressed, and my keys in the, well, sort of ignition, you can call it, right? Like a hotel key card. to start the car if you ever run out of Bluetooth. Transport mode, okay, there we go. It's in transport mode, I guess. This is highlighted, so I assume it's in transport mode. Okay, you gotta put transport mode on so it can free the wheel to turn. The wheel won't turn, it lock. So transport like for towing. So now I think I can spin the wheel. Okay, that's why I think for safety, have a little cushion there. Hopefully, you know, 5-ton car roll on you. It's gonna be dangerous. Okay, so here we go. Oh, there we go. We can spin the wheel now. Wheel of fortune. So again, I think you have to enable it for the rear wheel because this is a rear wheel drive car. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right. And I can lower a little bit more. I don't have to have that off the ground. So let me go and lower it a little bit more, just a little bit. So I'm going to twist this counterclockwise. Not all the way, but just a little bit. Oh, all too much there. All right. Took it really down. I want to make sure my little pallet's still sucked in there. Yeah. You can see that it's still sucked in there good. It actually, the other one, when I took the jack off, it was so pressed in there, it actually stayed up on there by just sheer pressing force. Not because the nipple was tight enough on it, but it wasn't. Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna jack it up enough. I'm gonna hold this here because I don't want to bang my brother-in-law's car. Okay, this thing actually jugs really fast. Okay, still not able to turn. Okay, a little bit more push. Just enough for it to turn the wheel. I don't need for it to be even showing lifting off the ground. Just for enough to spin the wheel freely. Nope. Maybe. Maybe. Almost. A few more resets. I was doing so much I didn't realize it was just maybe in Toma. Okay, there it goes. Snug. That's not really what we want. There we go. There we go. This is what we want. To be able to turn it just enough. Alright, so there we go. We'll put that in reset. Again, we moved the other one over to the front as a backup. It's in enable tow mode. Let's see here. Close this window. We won't be using this for until the very end anyway. So we'll keep the compressor here. We'll close the door. Don't want any of those little particles coming in. All right, it's time to work on this one now. Same process, same thing, but we'll cut it a little bit shorter this time. We'll cut this one a little shorter this time and see if it works better. Maybe like, they recommend like at least 0.3 millimeter. And we had nothing, we had 0. All right.
Because you have something to cover.
Yeah, that's what they say. Some of them even go like as far as maybe even 6 millimeter gap.
Yeah, look like maybe.
But not more than half an inch.
Maybe let's sort like 2 lines.
Yeah, it might not even leveled up on there maybe, huh?
What?
It might not even sit properly because of that.
Hey, this one, Michael.
Huh?
Where the cut one?
Which one?
You only cut from
That was
here.
it. That was the leftover. That's all there is.
I know, but you could cut before that. Cut a little more long from there. Let go. Cut after that. You put this side first. Don't need to pull back on it.
What do you mean?
Pre-cut on it.
Pre-cut this one? Oh, you're smart.
And
See,
you
genius.
cut maybe a little more. 2 lines
But you're sure
longer.
they're all the same though? I think they're all the same. I think they're all the same.
Try this
They're-
one.
No, they're pre-measured. You're right.
You
They're
try.
all pre-measured.
Yeah, previous one. You go.
You're right. Let me look at it, please, and then cut a little bit more. Maybe
line, 1 line.
maybe what, a centimeter?
2 lines here.
Yeah, we can do it. We can pre-cut it right now.
2 more lines.
I think so. And it tells you right there. It's see size 21, size 19.
Okay. This one, whatever, go right here, right? You
Okay.
Put visual here.
Okay. This is what my brother-in-law suggested. That's why I rely on his feedback a
go.
lot.
And you cut
You can
a little more
literally
over
build-
2 lines here and cut longer.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Not
see some
longer,
rims might be
longer
mi-
from here, not longer from here. Longer
Yeah,
from
right here, right here. You're right. We'll use this as an example. Done.
Easy.
That way I don't have to tinker around. It's going to be offset a little bit slightly, a millimeter, but you know what? It's fine.
You put one, you know what the length is.
Yeah. And they're all pretty much the same. They're all 18-inch rim.
Make sure you don't go.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. So we're going to cut this guy right now because the last issue we had was the other one. It's getting exciting. There we go. See that? I mean, if it's offset just a millimeter, it's still okay. So I want to make sure it's flush end to end before I start the cut. Let's go and release this guy. You know how you cut like a too thick of a slack of paper and all of a sudden its offset is kind of slanted? That's what we're kind of scared of with this guy right here too. But I think he'll be okay. You can be off like maybe a centimeter or two, but no more than ½ inch, because if it gets ½ inch, then you're really pushing the boundary of pressure together. All right, so this one seems to be flushed here. This one's to be flushed there. And it's at 2 more stripes from this guy right here. I just gotta be really, really careful. That way I don't have to worry about lifting it back off because I got one pattern already. Can only do this one time here. This being so in, it might not even be actually accurate, but we'll find out. Give it a little bit more, like a millimeter or so. This is doable too, but I don't really want to be that far out. So I'd rather be like maybe this right here. This is what I'm comfortable with. Making sure. See that right there? I'm comfortable with. See that? I left it like maybe a good 2 millimeters. There we go. Cuts like butter. Oh, I cut the wrong side. No. You have to have the nipple open side. If not, you cut that one, it's gone. I mean, you can still make it work, but you definitely don't want to cut the wrong nipple side. This is the one I was afraid of. So, what do you think? I cut here the leftover. You see which one's longer. You could tell. The one I cut longer, of course, is the one that's just cut a little bit longer, maybe about 2 millimeters more. Either way, I think it'll probably work. What? No. Are you?
Long.
What? What? I thought I held it pretty good.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
No. Yeah.
Holy shit. I cut it too short maybe. Okay, either way, if I cut it too long, then I'm in trouble too.
Huh?
That means this might not have enough.
No, look too short.
Are you sure? How do you know which one I cut? Just right now.
Look at the dimple.
Oh, you remember the dimple?
Yeah, the dimple is one
Okay, so I cut too short.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky, too short. Okay, I have time to make up.
Do this.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Line it up.
Just
Line it up.
can I hold it this.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I hold it.
Okay. I think we just do it the same way they had it last time. Oh no.
No, we're gonna go in yet.
No.
Yeah, the wheel.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go in. It's gonna
go
be in.
The wheel over. You
Okay.
cut too short.
Okay.
Not too long.
That's a good thing, right? Second chance. I swore I grabbed it and it was like perfectly flush, you guys. I grabbed it like this. Oh, you know what it is? Look.
Yeah.
You look at it. You grab it, and it's still once it go inside, it makes a more.
When you look, cut this one and me sure that because this one come from the same length. Okay.
Mhm.
Let this one go and the way you.
I think when I held it, remember again, this needs to go inside. So when we go inside, it takes another ½ an inch dip. I think that's what happened.
You want to cut this way.
That one don't have a dimple. You remember the dimple, right? The dimple was the old one. So if I cut short, I mean, if I cut short, that means I have extra slack still. So that means I can still make up for it when I put it on. Okay, so let's go and put it on.
I know this one, you could see the
19.
19. Here, 19.
Oh, yeah, you can actually count these patterns, huh?
Yeah.
You can actually count the teeth. I should have done that. You can count the teeth actually if you look at it. See that? This teeth right here, 19 has about 4, and this one has way more. Wait, is this the one with the dimple?
Okay.
Oh no, good.
Let's see.
That doesn't have the dimple.
You miss it because you cut a little bit out right there. Right?
Yeah. So what I can do is I can count this, right? The teeth, and just add 2 more, right? 2 more in depth. No, these things are made perfect. They're the 21.
I don't know which. This is.
Yeah, so what I did was I cut, look at, see the old one had like, from the 19 point, you can see here, it had a lot more teeth. This is the old one right here. This is the one with the dimple he was talking about. What? Oh no! Okay.
We want to see. Let me show from.
That means I got a lot of patchwork to do.
See a lot of dimple here.
Yeah, yeah, that one has a dimple because it was tie strap. But that has a tie strap too before.
Let's see.
I mean, worst come to worst, we'll just have a jointed connection, but that just looks really doesn't look that clean. He's taking another clean one as an example and seeing if that one, did I cut too short, or he's gonna tell me a little bit here. Gosh, that looks good. I really like that. It gives a little reflection on the rim so it doesn't look too flat like this. You can see that. Gives it a little bit more, it's actually almost blended, the rim color. I don't know, but now it feels like I maybe cut too short, like 1/2 inch, that's what I was trying to avoid, or 1 inch.
The dimple one, I know what the old one you want.
Oh, so I might have screwed myself. Oh boy. Okay. I should have just.
You know, we'll
I think I remember showing the dimple too, so that's fine.
Dimple.
Yeah, so that's had the dimple too, but not in that area though.
I don't know, yeah, not area. Dimple. This one not see the dimple.
Yeah, so assuming that's the new one I had.
You look, because you need to know the cut here. You cut out like little more things.
Yeah.
So,
If I cut this one, it'll been fine. But if I actually cut this one, I'm in trouble. I pretty much just shorted myself 1/2 inch, which I was trying to avoid. So I might need to make up for that 1/2 inch insert.
no.
What? No, it's not. You can count the little threads here. See that? Way off. See? You can just count this one. I should have counted it better than having to line it like that. Okay, so this is it, right? This is the one I cut?
Why the end here not much?
It matches. It's pretty close. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're going to start this guy here from what I just did. So no going back. Hopefully, just say that if it goes in more, it should be 1/2 inch further. I can cut some more, but let's just say hopefully this guy right here. In fact, you know what? We can actually look at it. We can look at the new one, right? See how many beads? Yeah. Let me go look at that new one, the one that's not cut. We can count it right now. Should be okay. Okay. Okay, this is the new one. These are both new. So let's go and look at how many 19s that we have. Well, that wouldn't tell us anyway, because we still can't figure out which one that we cut. Or we could, actually. We should have a lot more. So, the one that we cut here, this still says 21. This still says 21. This is the one we cut, or what? No, this is the one probably, which again, can't see it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, if you look at it, this, you can see probably which one I cut. You can match the cutting marks. This looks like the match right here. And this looked like a lot more than this guy here. Yeah, I kind of shorted myself, guys. Look at this one. Unless this matches too, let's find out. Yeah, this matches perfectly also. Okay, all right. Let's not get scared. Either I cut enough, a little more slack needed, or I really cut myself too short. So let's go ahead and put this guy on here and find out. All right, so we're first to do, we gotta inflate it. And we have our inflator tool. This is what we use. I can see why a professional shop would charge. It's really time consuming if you are trying to learn this at the same time. I think the tool's right over there anyway. There we go. This is our valve tool here. Never ever took a valve stem internal before to deflate something. So it's kind of nice to know. I can't wait to clean these rims. I can't wait to do a complete thorough car wash. I've been just pretty much washing it with just water. So it's going to be really nice once it's fully washed. See there, bleeding it. You can take it all the way out, just let it go like this. Whatever time you have. So you want it fast. Really faster. Let it all out. All that whiskey whining. Yeah, this is actually from the cover. This is not a rim rash, by the way. It shouldn't be. It's probably just dirt. Put some spit on it here. See, you can clean it up right now. See, look at that. It's not a rim rash. Thank goodness. I don't have any rim rash. Today's supposed to be the day I celebrate because it's all going to be taken care of. All right. So we can put the stem back in. Goes a certain way. Just make sure you know that this little square part faces you. This is where the thing is, and this little perfectly round dagger goes inside of it. You might not be able to spin it like this with the naked hand. It's okay. You grab back that tool. And you can tighten it all the way now because you're not really going to mess with it other than putting more air into it, so you can close the valves of it. Valves in the valve stem. This is the valve stem. This is the valve itself. Okay. Just don't force it too much clockwise, just enough. You know? It's just, there's a rubber that actually does its job, so you don't need to force it in like crazy. Just enough there. Okay, good. All right, and in fact, look, you can still get more air out of it even though we let it all out. See that? You hear a little hiss? Okay, so, all right, so let's get started on this. We'll do the same thing we did the other one. I'm gonna set it right here. This area here will be my center point where the valve stem is. And I'm gonna hammer it like crazy after I spray it first. Well, you want to soak it all up. Get my sprayer here. Oh, there it is. Camouflage, my sprayer. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to spray it all. You want to spray the rim. I like this sprayer. So much easier. I can't believe it's not nothing. There's no electronics at all whatsoever on it. It feels like it is. And then just go and wet your rim here. Just pretty much this part here that's digging in. You don't have to worry about the exterior. Give it a good. You can see that we already did 2 rims only halfway, so he's very conservative in the water usage. So I think it's so cool. All right. Okay, let's get the hammer ready. The hammer time. Oh. Can't touch this. All right, hammer time. So this thing is gonna go first. I think we got a little bit more experience now under our belt than compared to the first time. So we're gonna try to line this where we think it's gonna look perfectly. And I think I'm there. Maybe a little bit more over. I might be looking at it from a side angle, so I gotta make sure I tilt my neck. Just gotta get that one anchored in there. Then we'll start the rest. At first I didn't know what the heck I was doing. You can see me there, I was trying different tools, but all the tools I describe here is pretty much all you really need. Actually, yeah, it's getting there. Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna have a little piece extra. I mean, now you guys see. That's okay. Ooh. Want to make sure these things aren't biting each other. First of all, you're trying to break the bead. Oh, you can spin it now. It's easier to do this way. And spin it. So if you have it at a better angle like this, spin it to that angle. Woo. Now we can be a little bit more abusive since we know its strength. Yeah, I'm getting there, you guys. Oh, we might be able to look. There is hope for us. There's hope for us. It looks like it's about 1/2 inch slack still, but then again, this is still a little 1/2 inch over, so there's still hope for us. You guys will find out, right? Guys, I don't have too much time recording, but I did cut it too short. I have extra slack here. I want to capture this part for you. I only got 31 seconds. So pretty much what you do is you just spray this instant accelerator. When you spray it, make sure you go get your pieces here. You're gonna glue. So there's it. We put our little glue here. Okay, you see I got the glue on there. What you do is you want to spray this side with it. That's it, just a little bit. That's all you really need. Make sure you put the nipple side. You can get ready to press it in there. Once you press it in there, you can just hold it. So let's get the nipple. There we go. Just hold it. Here you can see here, tire pressure looks pretty darn good. I pretty much filled it up to about 49, I guess, but I get recalibrated to 44, which is not bad at all. Everything looks good. You can see the installation here. We did a great job on it. So all 4 wheels. There we go.